And the FLiSS goes to... Howdy and good evening people, my name is Fernand and this is my live show, taking a creative look into the tremendously vivid world of behind the scenes of live TV. 2021 has been a good year for TV in this new normal. Even with masks and social distancing being enforced everywhere, it hasn't stifled creativity and in many cases has squeezed out some of the most eye-catching moments on screen. So, as we kickstart 2022 with some excitement on the horizon, let's have a look back to where we've ended up. Quite a few of the shows I happen to deep dive happen to be of the awards show variety, so what a better way to go meta and pay tribute to those moments by handing out some virtual pseudo gongs and what I call the first inaugural FLiSS Awards, or FLiSS for short. And why not get dressed up for the occasion as well? So let's get straight into it with... A common goal in live entertainment TV is not just to entertain, but to bring what you're watching to life. And the latest way of doing so that's seen tremendous usage over the last few years is real immersive augmented reality. First up is the blend of augmented reality, or AR, used within an existing stage setting, the Eurovision Song Contest 2021. Now, this year has been particularly impressive. From a replica of the Erasmus Bridge, which took 18 months of prep to create with some eye-watering detail, to being underwater during the interval performance, to this beautiful stunning range of pillar of lights during the flag parade. For me, it's how it blends so beautifully with the stage design, not just making it seem like it's computer graphics just thrown on, but to be deeply immersive. Apart from that, a show much closer to home seems to have nailed this fine balance of created worlds blending with the real. It's one of the staples of Saturday night television, the awards and ratings winning Strictly Come Dancing. The last series of 2021 saw some breathtaking use of AR tech. Check this out as we slink along the dim cobbles of a European alleyway, about to catch a glimpse of a very sexy tango. For some performances, this is combined with projection mapping on the floor, like this, and it's something you'd expect from pre-recorded programs with effects added in post, but it's done live and it's so good and ultimately designed to have you... What? Incredible graphics. 10s all round. Following this, some productions have developed what originally was meant to be an innovative response to the pandemic, with these limits no longer held back thanks to computer-generated creativity. An example of this is the GRM Daily Rated Awards, bringing a new wave of VR to stream productions with a very slick production setup, and this is quite a nice development to the second incarnation of this gassed-up virtual production. Now, what was really cool was the seamless link to nominations, as you can see here, and the customized background performances, for example, for Heartless Crew. Here, a show like this can rely on generated content to deliver impactful branding, limitless visuals, and seamlessness with the real world, along with a very equally shiny set behind them. And continuing on with music awards, it's the Grammy Awards. It's another impressive look for the virtual event, transporting the viewer to a colourful musical asteroid in space. Props especially to what happens to look like a Zoom session on steroids, all the nominated performers kicking off the show to a lovely rendition of Mercy Me, tracked in real time. Okay, head out the clouds, let's get back to Earth, or the track in fact. Here's something we've never seen before at the Olympic Games. We head to Tokyo 2020. Taking direct inspiration from the World Athletics Championships 2019, here we see the next level of live eventification of the pinnacle of sporting. Projection mapping onto the track was used here to immortalise these finalists to legendary status, to drum even more suspense and drama for these finalists before the run of... Imagine being in the stadium, the lights cutting out and seeing this. Now, projection mapping as a tool for production is really not new to the Olympics or live TV in general, but here we've actually used it on the game side of things, and it's taken even further to a global audience with this wonderful style of event presentation. Check out my Tokyo 2020 episode to find out more and find out how it was done, and even for more inspiration, check out the World Athletics Championships of 2019. Now that is a production sight to behold. So you've heard of the Olympic Games, but have you heard of the Olympics of Music? Global Citizen ran one of the largest live TV productions in the world to date. A 24-hour live broadcast over 6 continents, chucking in over 60 artists with 3 huge live show setups in Paris, Los Angeles and Lagos. Now, given its sheer scale, linking up major cities in the world as a live stream with pre-recorded segments broadcast on TV channels, it was no wonder it was dubbed the live stream aid of the 21st century. Seriously, this production, or essentially conglomerate of productions, was huge. Now, usually title sequences for shows like this are big, aspirational, full of scenery, glitz and glitter. But another event that unfortunately got the pandemic treatment, or maybe it was a good thing, it was the Oscars. And here I reckon they nailed it with something that really paid homage to cinema. Here is a seamless walk and talk track using a key piece of film and a firm tool in TV, the Steadicam. This is a lovely way to introduce the viewer to the stunning architecture of Union Station, the rather unsuspecting venue of this year's Academy Awards. Combined with bold, colourful type and this year's popular trend of minimalism, plus the whole look and feel of the Oscars this year, I reckon is one of the strongest, going vivid and colourful. Now, these were created by various artists of colour and nationality, ranging from Lagos all the way to Sydney. Now, this segment of the Olympics really was a standout moment, and Tokyo's opening of the Games, fusing well-known motifs of classic Japanese television, bringing it kicking, screaming and posing into 2021. It's the live action section of the pictograms, an innovative way of introducing the world to their events in this year's Olympics, with really cool whip camera pans, even smarter segues from one event to the other, and well-timed pre-recorded clips. It's unmistakably Japanese and really clever. Since 2011, when the Brits had a rebrand, and every few years when the event chairman gets switched over, this marks a new era of live performances for TV. This last one in particular, from the last Brit Awards, firmly pushes this era into the new age, as for the very first time, we see the use of a Cinebot camera used on live TV. Check out these ultra-precise movements that would otherwise be very difficult to do using human power. Now, this is particularly notable as cameras like these are used mainly in controlled areas where it can be set and reset again. But its impressive one-take use, plus the end transition travelling at 18 meters at top speed, is incredibly exhilarating to watch. As mentioned, this year has been chock full to the brim with some incredible live TV, but let's have a run through some of the biggest ones. The Eurovision Song Contest 2021, arguably the flagship event of the television year. I mean, we've got AR on level 9000, incredible performance creativity, including a really cool smart green screen, to immersive props, to pyro, insane app-controlled camera direction. It's a feast of visual wonderfulness. The Brit Awards 2021, a stage in the round, well, of sorts, utilising social distancing very creatively, plus a Cinebot camera used live for the very first time with a stage-breaking performance, and a fancy Technicolor tube ride, which actually used a portion of the London Underground and is now a popular filming location. The MTV VMAs, it's the flagship MTV event of the year, returning in grand style to the arena setup. Some key highlights: huge mountain-sized props for Justin Bieber and Machine Gun Kelly, a flying Doja Cat with a huge light rig, and a fisheye lens mosh pit for the return of Busta and Spliff Star, and some stupendous VR from the link into the nominations. The MTV EMAs, back to the classic method of hosting an arena with multiple multi-axis stages, showers of Technicolor and saturation turned all the way to 11. Of course, shout outs to Måneskin's rocking performance and Youngblood literally tearing up the stage. The Grammy Awards 2021, being forced to think differently. A multi-stage production with 5 of these stages arranged facing each other, which allow for some stunning performances, all while having the awards area set up on a sunny evening backdrop featuring the Staples Center. The Super Bowl halftime show. The pandemic changed a lot of the rules of production making, so why not take the rulebook and go big? And The Weeknd did just that, with a Tektronic mountain of a stage, complete with gold rim on one end of the field, and a spot for him to do some top of the roof action. The Academy Awards 2021, the Oscars as it were, changing the rules completely by having an awards arena set up in a train station. Plus, of course, a very slick way to enter the show with a wonderful Steadicam sequence featuring the beautiful Regina King and stunning graphics and branding this year. And the FLiSS goes to all of them.
This is not a joke.
Well, everyone's a winner. Here's why. All of these shows found unique and wonderful ways to push creativity despite limitations being placed upon us, namely of course due to
coronavirus!
But what we've got was an incredible range of shows that really stood out and left jaws hitting the ground. Now, the exciting thing about all the superb stuff we've seen is that we're seeing the cutting edge of technology and production. It's a pleasant cycle of production teams thinking of and creating more innovative ways to keep us viewers hooked. And of course, for us viewers, we demand more on screen and are wowed every time. So that's your lot. I hope you enjoyed this little award / retrospective / whatever at just some of the live events and the shiniest events on TV. What were your favourites? What shows had you glued to your screens? Do let me know in the comment section below. If you liked what you saw, go on, give us a massive thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, hit that lovely notification bell, and all my previous videos are BAM! Right here. Follow me on Instagram and the talk at FLiSS.gram and FLiSS.talk. Until next time people, always hit record and stay alive. Peace.